Hey guys, back for another video. I just wanted to have a look at a a secret weapon, as far as I'm concerned, of a plugin. Um, I kind of get it for my unique sounds within the drum groove. It's a free instrument actually um, from a third party that's actually included in the Native Instruments reactor, which you get with their complete packages. If you've got the full version of Reactor, then you'll be able to use this. I'll just give you a little demo of what this loop sounds like as it currently stands. Oh, so if we just look at some of the groove elements, we've got this random hat here that's turned off. Let's have a look at this. So this here, I've kind of frozen from Limelight and turned it into audio. Ooh. Ew. What's that? That's why. So this is Limelight here. Let's just turn this off. Let's put a utility on here to turn it down. Save everyone's ears. Okay, so in terms of the drum groove, let's just solo that. Right, okay, and let's have a look at, let's just put this into the drum group, so we'll actually play. Okay, right, so if we open it up, you're met with this interface. Let's just have a little listen by itself. So, very random. Let's look at another preset. You see, something like this I would look at and think there's some nice hats in here. So we'll turn off the kick, the snare, that. And then we can go into this bit and we can manually change what hits we've got. Let's just listen to that in context. And we can change the sample. Bit busy for my liking at the moment. Let's okay, one go on there, close that, open hat. Right, let's try, take that one off. We've got open hats there. So we can, let's just get the drums by themselves. So we can tune it with this knob here. give it a little bit of this effects. Let's just get this in the right spot. Not quite right. Let's try it there. Wrong one. Go there. Try that. Try that. See, that sounds quite nice, that. You see, these kind of sounds, you just couldn't recreate them yourself. This is the great thing about this little sequencer. It's got all these effects, and you can change the sample just by the turn of a knob. You can kind of tune it, and whilst I don't really use this for hats, I don't really kind of get involved in, you know, the kind of kick, snare, and the other stuff. However, it does have also really good like a synth engine type thing where you got like stabs coming through. So see, that's a nice little texture there. Let's see how that sounds. A bit too busy at the minute. Let's just turn off the synth. See, what we could do here is we could just configure here. Let's just tap this one here, and then let's just get an LFO. When my computer's ready, bang this on here, map that to this. So what we're doing here is on the LFO we can use the offset to basically place this knob where we want it. So if we bring it to the left, it's going to be more placed to the left. So you can see the movement is just limited to just a little bit of movement on the left hand side. But if we move this to the right hand side, then it's going to go all the way to open, really. So if we just listen to that. And the other good thing is, on the back of that, we can then look at an LFO to then also modulate this LFO on either the depth or the offset. So if we just do that to the offset and then just have it more biased to the left hand side, take the depth down. So it's just giving it a little bit of modulation. Try that. And then if we want to get really complicated, let's then modulate this here. And again, let's just bring the offset more to the left hand side so it's not too crazy. Just a little bit of slow modulation, I would say, for this one. About that. And you can get some really interesting sounds from that, like really sounds that you just wouldn't be able to replicate any other way, really. I mean, you're just using random LFOs modulating, you know, one parameter of the device, but then you've got the other LFOs randomizing the parameters of the other LFO tools. I mean, you could literally chain, you know, LFO after LFO that are just modulating the different parameters on each LFO, and you get some really, really good results from that. Because what you could then do after that is put maybe an auto filter on, put it on bandpass, put that to a bar. So you can see where I'm going with that. It's just endless fun, really. So that's one part of the plugin. Let's see. Let's have another listen. Where were we? We are here. Let's change to a different one. I mean, it's got some really interesting sounds in there. Let's just turn these off. We're not using that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's have a listen to that in context. You see, something like that for me is that make a good little 8-bar fill that you could use. You could modulate it, you could filter it, you could obviously just give it a different perspective each time it comes in, every 8 bars or whatever you want to do there. But that little shake a bit. Let's just have a look. So if we let's just change this to resample, and let's just get this down. Okay. Let's just consolidate that. Let's have a little play with this. So I like that first bit of it, so we can get rid of the rest of it. And we could just place this randomly and see how it sounds. Let's try it there. So you could possibly use little sections of it. If we did say this one here. I mean, the key to this is obviously don't put it where you would, you know, kind of potentially expect it. Try it in different places and see how it sounds, because then you're going to get better results that way. That probably will sound better there, I think. And there you go. I mean, that's a little bit of randomness for your drums. I wouldn't say to just use it like that throughout the whole song, but you've got a nice little fill there. There you go. So that's one other little use for it. Let's have another look again. For something that sounds so random, you just take a few elements out of it, and you know, you kind of giving your drums a whole new perspective. It's giving your drums depth, which is what you want. Could work. This accent knob. If it's off, it obviously just plays at the same velocity, because you raise it up, it gives the notes a bit of an accent. See how that sounds? So that, to me, that's perfect, but not as it is at the moment. So what I would tend to do, I'd do the same again. I wouldn't do a MIDI track, I would do a audio track. Again, put that to record arm, solo that, and then record. That's not working because I need to put it to resample. Undo. Undo. Resample. Try again. Okay, perfect. So what I would tend to do from that, just consolidate that, turn that back off, see what we like out of it. So I'm liking this little hit here. Let's see how. Go to gain. Okay, let's take that one off. Let's get rid of these little hits and that and that. See how that sounds. Okay, and then we could loop that maybe. Loop it. Oh. Over 1. Over 2 maybe. Too much. So I'm going to bring one of these little back in. I'm not liking that as much, to be fair, so we'll scrap that one off. Let's see if we can get one more thing out of this. I mean, like I was saying, it's great for not just, I mean, I use it for hi-hats mainly, but there's some good little stabs coming out of it. See, for me, that's perfect. That just gives you that lovely skippiness. So again, let's just solo that, get it down. Okay, consolidate, turn that off. And what I'd probably do to this is I will look at the transients. Okay, so we're warped. Take this mode and reduce the transients down. See how heavier it is without this. So listen. See how much more depth that gives it. It makes a massive difference, and it will make your track sound a lot more professional because it just gives it that depth. And it obviously gives it a lot more groove as well. What we could do here is it looks like we've got a bit of swing on here already, but what we could do, if we wanted to, we could select all, and then if you just Command Shift U, we can just quantize that. And then we can apply our own groove to it. So if you put, I've got Swing MPC 3000 here, let's put that on. drum group. Let's just put the drums soloed. So that's with it in. Without it, bare, completely bare. Okay guys, hope you found that useful. It's I say it's a brilliant little plugin for me. Reactor, you can find this. If you're struggling to find it, all you need to do is come here, this menu, come down to Reactor Factory Library, and then you'll see here you've got all the legacy stuff. So you've got Groovebox, effects, legacy library, samplers, sequence synthesizers, you've got sequencers, and you just come into this sequencers, and it's not in there. Where is it? It's Grooveboxes. There you go, Limelight. But you've got loads of other ones in here. I mean, I'm going to bring some more videos out about other ones that I use within here, but there's some really good stuff that a lot of people don't even know that it's there, to be honest. So enjoy, and I'll see you next time.